This is the scientist, and here's what will happen if you visit Andromeda Galaxy alone. It is a spiral galaxy, also known as M31, and the nearest major galaxy to the Milky Way. It will take you approximately 2.5 million light years from Earth to travel to M31. But let's just skip ahead and assume that you are visiting M31 alone. The expectations are endless. You may discover alien life there, or Earth-like planets in a two-star system, or a wormhole leading to the edge of the universe. The galaxy was formed roughly 10 billion years ago from the collision and subsequent merger of smaller proto-galaxies. It has a diameter of about 220,000 light years, making it the largest member of the local group in terms of extension. The number of stars contained in the Andromeda Galaxy is estimated at 1 trillion, or roughly twice the number estimated for the Milky Way. So you won't feel alone in such a large company. And if you are afraid, just keep one thing in mind. The universe can be frightening, silent, but it can never be evil. Now you are at the center of the M31. It has a black hole with more than 100 million solar masses in its center. But that is not the only interesting thing you will notice about its nucleus. The observations made by the Hubble Space Telescope revealed blue light surrounding the black hole. The source of the blue light was unlike anything you would have ever observed. There appear to be around 400 stars arranged in a disk with a diameter of only 1 light year. You will notice that the blue disk is surrounded by an elliptical ring comprised of red stars, which are older and cooler than blue stars. This strange double nucleus is thought to be a result of a collision of two proto-galaxies about 10 billion years ago. But this hypothesis is largely discarded, and we are still not sure what caused this strange formation. Being in M31, you will have the opportunity of observing a supernova, because in 1885, a supernova known as S Andromae was seen in Andromeda, the first and so far only observed in that galaxy. At the time, Andromeda was considered to be a nearby object, so the cause was thought to be a much less luminous and unrelated event called a nova, and was named accordingly Nova 1885. You will come across approximately 460 globular clusters associated with the Andromeda Galaxy. The most massive of these clusters, identified as Mayal 2, nicknamed Globular 1, has a greater luminosity than any other non-globular cluster in the local group of galaxies. It contains several million stars and is about twice as luminous as Omega Centauri, the brightest non-globular cluster in the Milky Way. Globular 1 has several stellar populations and a structure too massive for an ordinary globular. As a result, some consider G1 to be the remnant core of the dwarf galaxy that was consumed by Andromeda in the distant past. The globular with the greatest apparent brightness is G76, which is located in the southwest arm's eastern half. You will observe that, like the Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy has satellite galaxies consisting of over 20 dwarf galaxies. The best known and most steadily observed satellite galaxies are M32 and M110. Based on current evidence, it appears that M32 underwent a close encounter with the Andromeda Galaxy in the past. M32 may once have been a larger galaxy that it had stellar disk removed by M31, and underwent a sharp increase of star formation in the core region, which lasted until the relatively recent past. For those watching now, the Andromeda Galaxy is bright enough to be seen with the naked eye, even with some light pollution. Andromeda is best seen during autumn nights in the northern hemisphere. Then from mid-latitudes, the galaxy reaches zenith, its highest point, at midnight, so can be seen almost all night. From the southern hemisphere, it is most visible at the same months, that is in spring, and away from our equator does not reach a high altitude over the northern horizon, making it difficult to observe. Exploring the universe seems a lot of fun, but let's come back to reality. In reality, we can travel at light speed, let alone going at 100 times of it. But that won't stop us from exploring the universe and me from making videos like this one. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. Goodbye till the next video.